a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Throwing on first down is Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Opposite, 3.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, he's running across the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Allen's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Hands it off out of the gun. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line. Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Trouble, 38.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
White. 6, mega.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working from the gun, Ritter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Yellow. Set.
Ritter from the gun. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Ritter to throw it. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were looking to throw, holding in a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Ready.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
10 cycles. Blue black. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ritter now on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Smash, red. Hut.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Touchdown! Drake London, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the 1st half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about whether they want to go on the kickoff, whether they want to let the return guy touch it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Black shot. Hut, hut.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 61-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Trouble, 38. Blue striker. Steel, black.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
White.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Robinson on a give right. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Ritter back to throw. Completed to Hyatt. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Ready.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Needle blue. Ready.
Ritter now. Little underneath ball to Clay. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 4.
Five, 97. Chop, 17.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Ritter headed right off the option. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that time.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Allen off the play fake. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And he's got it up over the 30 to the 41. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Rail, yellow. Ready?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Ready.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set, go.
Robinson with another carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the give, here's Robinson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ready.
Here's Robinson. Down to the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they set up for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shreds the tackle, and out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain it?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call.